Hey guys, my name is Meads. Welcome to my channel. I was playing with this morning and yep, today I feared that freaking wrist joint breaks. And on Gridman, one of my favorite Ultra Act figures. So as you can see, he's nubby now. And here's the joint. I got a habit of twisting ball joints when you pop them off to make it easier. These guys are on a half peg and it's really small, and yep, it's, well, problem is the joint, the ball is stuck right there. Now what do? I could buy a new Gridman. They're about 40-50 bucks. I could do that, but why? I mean, I have a good figure here and I could just fix them. I've thought about this before, especially on my Agul. It's just, I don't like why they have this wrist. I wish they change it or make the ball joint bigger. I mean, it's why does he have to be a nub or like really small? So anyways, I thought about options, and one of them will be, let me just have them stand. Let's use magnets. Yep, magnets. This is a 1.5 millimeter in diameter, I think, or actually no, I take that back. It's 3 millimeters in diameter and 1.5 millimeter in height. I use this a lot. I think I learned how to use this when I was working with stickfest before, and I use this on my resin projects. It's a really great way to put on armor or put pieces together, especially when they're transforming. So if I have this on the wrist, I can easily actually swap out the hands, and which makes the whole thing better, because one of the drawbacks of Ultra Act figures is you're kind of stuck with one hand because it's kind of pain in the ass to keep swapping them, and you might break the joint. And it's kind of like the same premise if you have a solo Chagogan. I think my Mazinger, we have magnets. It actually breaks up from that part, not from the wrist, but you know, that's amazing. You can easily swap the hands without the fear of breaking them. Alright, so I'm gonna give it a shot and we'll see how that goes. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I cleaned up the nub part and actually started drilling a hole on it. Maybe just a crevice, like so. So I'm drilling it and this thing kind of moves around, so you kind of just try your best to drill as much as you can, and slightly. So you have a little bit of indentation. Now you have some magnets that you can put there. It's double-sided right now. Well, not double-sided, I mean there's two of them, and I drilled the same drill bit, again about 3 millimeters in diameter, on the wrist, and actually kind of drill the ball joint that's got stuck there. Now I'm gonna place this here. Well, I'm trying to push it in like so. It's magnetized. There we go. And I'm just gonna do a test fit. One magnet is gonna be in there. I'm gonna be adding a little bit of super glue. The other one here, and it should just snug in nicely like so. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the super glue. Alright, so I got around to putting the magnet with a little bit of super glue on the inside, just to help grab the magnet. And while you're doing this, some of the super glue will ooze out, and be sure to wipe that off quick. You don't want that thing to start messing around with the paint or the plastic or any excess, so clean that up real quick. And I did the same thing for this, and now just snaps it on. Really great. And also I did it to the other hand. This is the closed fist one, same thing, and it just snaps on in place, and it's really great. I don't have to fear every time I take it off. And again, do not twist, because you will break that half peg ball joint. I don't have to fear that. But the only drawback with my fix, I cannot do this where you can bend the wrist. I pretty much lose that articulation. But it's really minor, and for uh, this ability to just swap your hands quite easily. I think I can live with that. And even for the pros mode, it's pretty much the same. Now another question might arise is, what about the sword? You know, a sword might be heavy, and what about that? Well, why don't we try it, give it a shot. I'm trying to find my sword. There it is. So this is the hand to hold the combined shield and sword. And why don't we just put it on and snap it on back on place, and you can hold it without any problem. And again, you have that swivel, and I think that's the only problem. It may have a hard time keeping it in place, but let's see. Yeah, I think that might be the only problem. I mean, you cannot hold it. Well, he might, but I guess if you put some pressure, it will not hold that position, and that's when you're you gotta be patient. There are drawbacks, but I guess for the most part it works. What if I had another magnet? Why don't we give that a shot? Alright, so I added a little bit of electric tape. What's with you and tape, Meads? Well, tape is, or electric tape or masking tape are really quick fix with for loose joints, and it's working well for me. I added on both sides just to give a little bit more friction. Now, I mean, this position no problem, and again, our problem is when it's over here, and as you can see, it still have some weight issues. I really don't know how to fix that. And again, I think it's just heavy of that part right there. But for the most part, the Ultra X series won't have anything this heavy to hold out with. Well, I think like this one here for Gridman, it's gonna be supported on the forearms right here. It's not gonna be on the wrist, I think. Although I think one might. Well, even with that pose, if you have it, if it's the effect part is on the wrist, you have it on this pose, you're not going to be having a pose like this. I mean, well, I don't know. But anyways, another thing you can do if you do it with Gridman is just push it back. That part of the shield will actually hold that position. Yep. So it does hold it for the most part. Just have that push all the way there. Now, what about the other sword? Well, let's take this out. Again, the easiness, or that's not even a word, the ease of removing the hands and swapping with another one is just amazing. So this one, since it's lighter, I don't have any problems. And there we go, Gridman is fixed for the time being, and I'm actually going to do it on this hand also. And it makes the figure a lot better now. I can play with him without, you know, fearing breaking a wrist. But that tells me that I have to do it to all my Ultra Act figures, or when they eventually break. But for the time being, I'm really enjoying this, and hopefully this video doesn't deter you from buying Gridman. Gridman is an amazing Ultra Act figure, one of my favorites. Again, don't twist the wrist when you're taking it out. Just, you know, pull on it. Yeah, that's just my warning. There you go. So that's my review, or not my review, but a demonstration how to fix the wrist. And I hope you guys like it. So until then, this is Meads. Stay tuned in for more future fix.